You know, really the thing is, all these guys came to campus and they found that Angelo State was really a place that's going to be a good fit for them, not only academically, but also on the football field. So we got guys that really want to come to this program and be a part of one of the classes going to help take us from where we are today to a championship level. So I think that's really the first thing that stands out about all these guys, and they're ready to stand up and take that challenge on.
Defensively, I think we emphasized our defensive front this year. We got into a situation where we found some kids that we felt pretty comfortable recruiting, and it was one of those years where we didn't feel like we could pass up on these kids. So we signed, I believe, 7 kids up front, and we're really extremely pleased with each and every one of them. We think they're all going to be very successful here and help us to be very successful.
First and foremost, it starts with the number of guys that we signed in the front. We're going to sign 5 high school guys that are going to immediately provide great depth. Hopefully we'll be able to redshirt all those guys, even though there's some talented guys in that group that will push guys early. But we had to start there. We had to start to rebuild in the offensive line with losing 4 seniors last year. That was kind of the first most important area to start at. So
I'll tell you what, really excited. Offensive line was probably the biggest area where we had to continue to bring in guys, considering we had 4 seniors graduate. The class that we've got, I mean, we're really excited about. I mean, we were able to beat some of our conference rivals to get some of those kids here. So that really says a lot about that group. You know, probably another surprise was the running back position. We lost 2 seniors there as well. So we were able to bring in a good group of not only guys that transferred in, but a stellar high school player in Sebastian. So I think he's going to really fit into what we do and be a premier back in this league in the next few years. Quarterback position, can't say enough. 2 kids that I feel really comfortable with and feel really strong about. That I think, again, coming from 2 different backgrounds, but the style of play that they play will really fit into this league and try to help us get to the next level as far as leadership and being able to make us the #1 offense in not only the league but eventually here in the country.
Well, I think we did a good job at the defensive end spot. We got Clayton Calicut, who can play a 7 technique. We got us a rushed end, open side end guy, and Brandon Lee. And then interior wise, we got a kid from Brenham, Akajuba. I can't pronounce his last name very good, so I won't butcher it. But we think he's going to be a good one for us. Emmanuel Anderson out of Berkner. He's got a chance. Some of these kids got a chance to come in and play for us right away, which is something we haven't seen in the past, and so we're very excited about each and every one of them.
We got 7 defensive linemen coming in that are really going to be, you know, foundations to our future success. A couple of defensive tackles and Jesse Hansen and Emmanuel Anderson that are you know, have the potential to be perennial all-conference players here in the Lone Star.
first and foremost, as a whole, just the overall athleticism of the group. There's some guys in there that are going to be versatile enough to play different positions. We tried to recruit that when we were looking at high school guys. Can they play guard and tackle? Can they play center and guard? But overall, just the athleticism of the group is probably the best that we've had since I've been here as a whole. And we're real excited just in general about some of those guys coming in and getting bigger in the weight room. A lot of them have great frames that we feel like are going to be able to put on weight and then grow into the type of players we want them to be.
We got some speed guys like Brandon Lee and John Stridnick from Shallow Water, guys that are relentless, that just have motors that won't quit. And also Clayton Calicut, defensive end, that is explosive. You know, I think he has an opportunity to come in and compete for a position early, defensive end out of Crosby. So we're really excited about these young guys. And you know, also we got I'm not even going to try to butcher his name, but Rawlings from Brenham, Texas. A guy that has a lot of potential, that's new to the position, only played it for a year, has a lot of God-given attributes that you look for in a defensive lineman: long arms, good hips, some explosion. His best football is yet to come. I look forward to being able to shape and mold him. He doesn't have a lot of bad habits to break right now, so he's kind of like clay right now, so I'll be able to shape and mold him into what I think he'll be able to help us a lot.
Real excited. Didn't have a whole lot of need from a quantity standpoint, and really what we looked at is quality. Receiver was a position that we were planning on taking the best guy that we could possibly find. We feel like Michael is going to be an outstanding player for us. Same thing at running back. We weren't trying to go out and sign a couple of them. We wanted to find the best guy that we possibly could. And Sebastian's got an opportunity to be a really, really special player for us. And then as you look at the other positions, we feel very, very strong about adding 2 quarterbacks to the class, and then built upon what we did last year at that position. We really feel like that's going to be a very competitive position for us. And then, it's important to sign tight end guys that are versatile enough to not only be physical in the run game, but to be able to do things in the pass game. And we feel that we did that with the guys that we signed.
For the most part, obviously we split the staff into certain areas of Texas, and it's hard because not everyone can cover such a big state, but we try to do as thorough a job as we can. Each of the coaches tries to at least spend a few weeks out during the time in the beginning before Christmas, evaluating the talent, and then once we figure out the guys that we really want to try to bring in after Christmas, that's when we really start to hone in. So it's a pretty thorough process. We spend a lot of time together talking about them, and we staff meet about them. So all the kids that have gone through, at least everyone has seen at some point in time, and we've all had at least some sort of input as far as bringing the kid to campus. And once we get them to campus, obviously it's a team effort, not only by the coaches but by our kids as well, to help recruit the kids and get them to commit.